loath to bring up this subject because when we first started talking about X Factors in our game day playoff coverage, Steve Mariucci said the name Rob Gronkowski. And this wasn't when he was a rookie coming out of Arizona. This was when he was the Gronk already. So the names I hear back need to be names we rarely
All right, I got
hear.
Got one for you.
X Factors and Colts versus Texans. Steve Mariucci, you're first.
So how about a rookie as an X factor? A rookie, okay?
Okay.
Oh, my
a
gosh.
second rounder at that from
Okay.
South Carolina State at that, okay? You know where South Carolina State is, Rich? You don't even know. It's not Ann Arbor, okay? But you know what? Linebacker from the Colts, Darius Leonard, all right?
He's made all-pro.
He made all-pro because he's an X factor, all right? 163 tackles. Not only that, 7 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, 2 picks. This guy is my X factor. He's no Gronk, but he's an X factor. And you know what? They're going to spy him over there on Deshaun Watson. You go there, I go there. You go there, I go there. And this kid is an X factor. Darius Leonard. Watch him.
He's an A factor, Steve. An A factor. He's A factor, not an A. He's all right.
Next.
Okay, I'm like all torn because I just feel like my guy doesn't have a big enough name.
Okay, so
But I'm going to go with Naheem Hines, the second running back
Okay.
for the Indianapolis Colts.
Okay.
Second running back.
I'm going to tell you why, because this is a matchup that you can exploit. You have the linebackers who are going to be chasing this young man. In week 4, he had 2 touchdowns, 2 touchdown receiving. So this is what you're going to see. Throwing the ball out of the backfield, getting him a chance. He caught a great pass over Tyrann Mathieu, too. So he has the ball skills. Young guy comes in, makes plays in the pass game. He's our third down back. And as we see, they're struggling covering him in space. I'll continue to use this. This is the play I was talking about, though. Look at that. 2 feet down, what Nate calls that toe drag swag.
Yeah.
Anytime a running back can do that, you get excited about it.
You do, and I hope they use him because Marlon Mack didn't play in the first game, and that's
Right.
where he had so many touches. I hope they can use him and use those 2 guys together. Well, in this matchup this year, 2 games, there's been 18 sacks on the quarterback this year. And you know who led all players in sacks in this matchup? No, it wasn't J.J. Watt. No, it wasn't Jadeveon Clowney.
Who was it?
It was Danico Autry.
There you go.
Yes! That's an X factor.
They sacked Deshaun
okay.
Watson 12 times in these 2 games, and this guy had 4 of them. Look at that. He had 4 of them, so they have to continue to get pressure and not let this guy run around and make plays. So Danico Autry is the X factor, Mooch.
Yes. Finish up strong,
An
Irv.
X factor, or we're saying who is an X factor or
don't
X factor
disappoint me.
in the game?
Oh, no.
Now, and also, wait a minute. Don't put me under all this pressure. Listen.
Who do you got?
Who do you have?
The last 3 weeks with the Texans,
You got him all flushed over here.
Deshaun Watson has led the team in rushing.
That's an X
41 yards average rushing yards, and he scored 3 touchdowns. So can I not X factor Lamar Miller?
No, you may not do that.
Just do it, bud.
Nobody.
He's the star running back of the Houston Texans.
Star running back?
Yes.
Star. He's a starter.
Is he from the
He's from the U. And I need him running because there's no way we got to put all of that pressure on this young man, Deshaun Watson, today. You need to make sure you give him some help. These 90-yarders, he's had 2 of them, you know. 2 90-yard. Does that move you out of the X Factor ranking when you got at least 2 90-yard runs in the NFL? Well, he needs to get another one today. That's what I'm going to say.
Well, you know who I think would be an X factor then,
That's
based on what I've learned from you and you?
What?
X factor's Adam Vinatieri. First ballot Hall of Famer, sure, but he's a
That's a
kicker,
good factor.
right? Oh, and
That's a good
people
X
too.
factor.
Hold on a minute. Has he ever had a game-winning kick in the Super Bowl in that stadium? Oh yeah, yeah. So I think he's an X factor too.
Okay, but both games came down to 3 points. It came
Both
down
games.
to a field goal.
Yeah, so it's an
and
X
each
factor.
It's going to be so important.
And they each one on the
Boys
other
and girls, boys and girls sitting at home, because I know we have a lot of children out there watching. We all know who did their homework assignment for this X Factor situation. We all know who actually put their nose to the proverbial grindstone to find names that we would not ordinarily consider being a factor in a game. Thus, an X factor, a variable that we wouldn't already think about, would be part and parcel of the winning or losing score in this game. And we also know who just laid it up and did nothing except read an all-pro list and the top running backs in the National Football League list. I rest my case.
Hey.
Okay?
So, what's he saying?
I don't have no idea.
Go
I must
blow
be
out.
listening to him.
I don't think you get up here every so
Randy
often, so I
Moss,
gotta
take
do
it
the
away.
homework.
The
Randy.
circumstances make X factors, not just the X factor.
Sure, Rich. You guys mentioned Darius Leonard as an X factor. His head coach, Frank Reich, describes him as a rookie that has infectious leadership qualities and has given the defense a lot of juice that was on display against the Texans in Week 14 when he broke up a key pass in the red zone in coverage against DeAndre Hopkins. Juice that helped the defense progress from one that was giving up 30 points a game to one that in the last 10 weeks leads the NFL giving up only 16 points a game. But if we're going to spout statistics, we know statistics are relative to the quality of competition faced. And in those last 10 weeks, the Colts have gone up against the Dolphins, the Bills, the Raiders, the Jags twice, and the Titans twice. And, Rich, they all have among the worst offenses in the NFL.
All right, so you know how T.Y. Hilton said that it was a second home in Houston.
He's it.
Yeah. Jonathan Joseph, cornerback for the Texans, when asked for comment on that, said, quote-unquote, nah, man, that's for clowns.
Okay.
So this is why T.Y. Hilton